doing? This is one of our little 15-minute meal things. Over here, I got 8 chicken cutlets. You know, in the grocery store, it sometimes says thin cut. If tenders are on sale, you could also get chicken tenders and just chop those up. Bite-sized pieces is what you're gonna do here. It's about 2 pounds of meat total. All white meat chicken. Then you take your chicky wickies, once they're all diced up there, and you toss them around in a little flour. There you go, kids, have some fun. So I talk to my food, it has personalities. Okay, flip it all around in there. Shake off the excess when you add it to the skillet. Okay, so let's get our chicky wickies into the oil, little EVO oil in the bottom of a nonstick skillet so you don't have to use a lot of it. Gotta crank that heat up. Get the chicken in there and let it brown before you mess with it too much. Otherwise, the chicken meat will tear. Season it up with lots of lemon zest. There's tons of flavor from lemon zest. Then you gotta season her up, salt and pepper. Over the shoulder for luck. Lots of black pepper. And you know, there's a second recipe right there. If you don't have poppy seeds, fine, make lemon pepper chicken, delicious too. Okay, now while that's browning up, we're gonna work on the couscous. Couscous is that teeny tiny pasta that cooks in 5 minutes. Every grocery store carries couscous, and just plain couscous, but we're gonna add a lot of flavor to it. I'm gonna put some chicken stock in first. Now it's 1-to-1 is the ratio for couscous. For rice, it's 2-to-1. For instant polenta, it's 3-to-1. For couscous, 1-to-1. So we're gonna do for 4 portions, 1.5 cups of chicken stock and 1.5 cups of couscous. You don't put them in together though. You gotta bring the liquids to a boil first. Then you put a lid on it and it cooks in 5 minutes. So it is perfect any night of the week that you're really exhausted and you want dinner to be totally low maintenance. Now, when this comes up to a boil, you can also cook it with water, of course, but I mean, why not take the opportunity to add extra flavor by cooking it in chicken broth or stock? Gonna add a little drizzle of EVOO in there too. There we go. When this comes up to a boil, then we're gonna drop in some sweet peas. Mmm, baby. I'm turning the chicken around. It's already starting to brown up nicely for me. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, I know how I can make it smell better. Let's put some garlic in there. I got a few cloves here, and I've started doing this. I'm like, why am I chopping it? Why don't I just grate it? And then toss it around a little bit to get the garlic distributed. Yummo. Okay, now we're gonna go for the poppies. Poppy seeds, you get them right on the spice aisle, not hard to find, not even super expensive, and they add a fantastic flavor to salad dressings. So don't think you're buying it just for this one dish. And don't be cheap with the poppy seeds. Put them all around the pan there. Mmm. And you know, I put it in when the chicken's just about browned up so they can toss around a little in the heat. Now at this point, you're pretty much done. I'm gonna let this brown up a little bit more. The flour that we use to dredge in there is gonna make a nice sauce. We're gonna add a little bit of chicken stock to this once it browns up just a touch more. I'm doing the big finish now on the lemon poppy chicken. I added the zest before while the chicken was browning so the juice wouldn't bitter. At the very end, you douse the pan with the juice of 1 lemon, and then you add just a little pat of butter just to gloss up the sauce. And man, is this gorgeous. It's a 15-minute meal that is luscious, delicious, so great. Okay, big finish for our couscous. I chopped up a good handful of basil and a good handful of fresh mint. That's because with the sweet peas that we've got going on in our 5-minute couscous here, our 5-minute pasta, man, it's just gonna make everything come right to life. And underneath that lemony sauce, I'm telling you, this one's a hit. You should entertain with it. You should have your friends over any night of the week because this only takes a couple of minutes and it's delicious. Okay, you gotta fluff it with a fork. Get down to the bottom there. Get all of that basil and mint all the way through the pasta. Look how pretty that is. Gorgeous. It's a guilt-free meal, man. You can really mound it up. No problem there. Have a lot. Ladies, how good does this look?
Delicious.
It looks gorgeous. Look at that beautiful pan full of food. Sweet.